Checked. What if you never needed to sleep again? Imagine waking up one morning and realizing you'll never need to do that again. Not because you're dead, but because your body has decided sleep is obsolete. You no longer get tired. You don't yawn, your eyes never droop, and your brain feels perfectly fresh at 3 a.m. Congratulations! You've just become the most productive person on Earth, or so you think. At first, it's incredible. Everyone else wastes 8 hours every day lying unconscious, and you, a newly minted sleepless superhuman, have unlocked a third more life. You finish your work by midnight, clean your entire apartment by 1, learn guitar by 3, and still have 4 hours left to wonder what to do with yourself before sunrise. You can read every book, learn every skill, and finally catch up on that show everyone talks about. But after a week, you start to notice something strange. The world shuts down while you stay awake. At 2 a.m., all your friends are asleep. Stores are closed. The internet is quiet, except for a few insomniacs arguing in the comments section of a conspiracy video. The world that once felt vibrant becomes oddly hollow. You wander through the night streets, perfectly awake, but the city feels like a paused movie. Lights on, but no actors. Still, you push forward. You start working 2 jobs. You save money. You build things. Your coworkers call you a machine. How do you do it? They ask, half in awe, half in suspicion. You smile and say, I just don't sleep. It sounds impressive, until it doesn't, because soon, you realize everyone else needs rest. Meetings, deliveries, conversations, all happen on the same schedule as before. You can't make the world move faster just because you can't stop. So you begin to fill the nights with projects. You teach yourself physics, build a drone, write a novel. You become a one-person civilization of productivity. But as months pass, something else creeps in, not fatigue, but emptiness. Your days blur together into one endless stretch of consciousness. You can't say yesterday anymore, because it feels like you never left it. Time starts to lose its rhythm. Sleep, it turns out, wasn't just about rest. It was punctuation. Without it, life becomes one long, unbroken sentence. Your mind stays sharp, but reality starts to fray at the edges. Dreams were your brain's playground, the place it sorted chaos into stories. Now that door is closed. You start to daydream while awake, not from tiredness, but from the brain's desperate attempt to simulate sleep. You see flashes of things that aren't there, old friends, strange places, moments from forgotten days. They fade when you blink, but not fast enough to ignore. You visit doctors. They run tests, scan your brain, and tell you what you already know. Biologically, you're fine. Better than fine, actually. Your neurons show no signs of fatigue. But when you ask about the hallucinations, the doctor hesitates. The human brain, she says, was never designed for continuous operation. Even computers need to reboot. You shrug it off. You're not a machine, you're better. You start a company. You write more books. You run marathons in the night. Decades pass, or maybe it's only years. It's hard to tell. You lose track of friends, most drift away. You attend their funerals, then return to your ever-awake existence. The nights feel longer now, and quieter. You wander through sleeping cities, the only conscious mind in a world that rests. One evening, standing on a rooftop, you watch the lights go out across the horizon. Millions of people falling asleep, surrendering to the rhythm of life you've long forgotten. You realize something simple. Sleep was humanity's way of staying synchronized. A shared moment of vulnerability and renewal. Without it, you've slipped out of sync with the rest of the species. You still don't sleep. You still can't. You could build empires, invent new technologies, reshape the world, but there's no one to share the night with. You would trade centuries of wakefulness for one dream, one night of unconscious surrender, one moment of forgetting. And that's when it hits you. The problem was never about time. It was about meaning. Sleep wasn't stealing your hours. It was giving them shape. Without endings, beginnings lose their magic. Without dreams, reality loses its mystery. You watch the sunrise again, as you have 10,000 times before. The colors are beautiful, but they no longer feel new. The world wakes up around you, and for a brief moment, you envy them, all those people rubbing their eyes, stretching, complaining that they're still tired. You smile softly, knowing they've experienced something you never will again. You have conquered sleep, but lost the dream.